Welcome to another episode of Out Loud Geek, where we discuss news and views about pop culture, science fiction, fantasy, food, cooking, the outdoors, and more. Well, I am very happy to report that we captured not just a Hornet drone, this is a Hornet Queen. So this was quite the catch here. This means we will have one less hornet's nest around here to worry about, so I was really happy about that. We actually captured a Hornet Queen last year as well, but we still had a lot of hornets buzzing around our house, and we never did figure out where that nest was. It probably wasn't on our property. And here is one of our big lavenders that is doing very nicely. It has put out a ton of blooms this year. Very happy to see that. And there are a few bees that are here. So here is a slowly moving bee checking out this flower here. These are not honeybees. I think these are mason bees, and they seem to be attracted more to this lavender than the honeybees are. And right next to it is another lavender that is blooming quite nicely, though I think both of them are getting kind of past their primes. But right next to that is the very large lavender, and this is very soon going to open up. All of these little stalks are flowers that are going to open up. So this thing always gets covered in blossoms every year. So we're going to have tons of lavender on this one once again. And here is a big group of oregano. And this is going to be in bloom very, very soon as well. The oregano, when it's blooming, tends to attract the honeybees more than the mason bees. So it'll be interesting to see it covered up with bees. And if you recall from one of my earlier outdoor videos, this is one of the bee balm plants. This is one that was just starting to come up a few weeks ago. And now it has these stems on it that are at least 24 inches tall, so it's doing really well. I'm hoping it'll form a lot of flowers on it. Here is the sedum. One of the sedums, it is just gone to town here. It has really come up big. Try and get around it better so I'm not covering it up. And it has grown considerably as well. Sadly, it's also attracting slugs, which have been munching on its leaves, so I haven't been happy about that, but that's just part of life. This is that cornflower that I thought might be coming back, and it actually has. It is starting to grow. It still has quite a ways to go, but it did survive. And here's the yellow cornflower, which does have a few open blossoms on it on one side, though they are kind of fallen right here. I'll get a close-up. There they are. And it's got some here. It's really going to be, once this thing finally fully opens up, it'll be covered in blossoms. Here is another bee balm. And this one still has quite a ways to go in terms of growing, but it's growing quite nicely. I'm probably going to be fertilizing these plants. And this plant's very happy. This is, I always forget what this is. This is a phlox. That's what this is. This is a phlox. And it puts out pink and purple flowers, so I'll be happy when this finally blooms. Here is our other sedum, which has really grown very nicely. Again, I keep getting in the way of the sun here. But it's grown very nicely. And this little thing, I'm not really sure what this plant is. I forgot what its name is, but this is going to be covered in flowers very soon. This puts out little pink horn-shaped flowers, so this is going to be covered in blossoms probably within the next few days. This hydrangea is just getting huge right now, but it's also getting ready to put out flowers. There's all kinds of flower buds forming here. Here's one here, here to here, some more back here. So this is going to be covered in purple and blue flowers fairly soon. And this much smaller hydrangea will put out red flowers, and it too is covered in blossoms. These hostas are quite happy right here. Glad to see that. One more thing I'm going to show is this little tiny sedum. This is a rescue. So when I was planting the sedum last year, a branch broke off, and this dead stem right here is what's left of that branch that broke off. And I had it in a glass of water on a windowsill, and the thing survived. It put this little branch out. It also put this out, which had flowers on it at one point. In fact, you can still see some of the little flowers that it had tried to put out. But then we weren't sure if it was still alive, and then suddenly it started putting up this new little shoot. And then I decided, you know, I'm going to pot this because it's warm enough now. Let me get it potted. So I got some good soil and a bunch of compost and put it in here, and suddenly this little thing is really starting to come alive. It's very happy. And this branch, which it had started to grow and I thought was dead, it's actually putting out new growth on it too. So this little thing is determined to survive, and I'm really happy to see that. So probably in another month or so I will transplant this up into the yard with the other sedums. Thanks for watching today, and a huge thanks to everyone who has subscribed to our channel. We appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, and please feel free to share a comment. If you'd like to see more of our videos in the future and help support this channel, please press the red subscribe button, and please press the bell to receive notifications for new content. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter by clicking on the links in the description. Until next time, this is Out Loud Geek.